So if you've been on Instagram for more than 2 minutes, I guarantee that you have seen the work of Neil Krug. He is a Los Angeles-based photographer and director, mostly known for his Polaroids of different musical acts and different types of film photography too, I believe. He's worked with mainstream acts such as Lana Del Rey, Tame Impala, and also more so what you might call indie darlings such as Boards of Canada, Bonobo, Weyes Blood, Cage the Elephant, Jim James. You name it, he's probably taken a picture of them. As someone who works with visuals for a living, I'm always astounded by Neil's work, especially when it comes to just the eye that he has for the subject matter, knowing how to get the most out of post-processing, and also just not being afraid to push yourself when it comes to different types of technology. Now, this is not at all a how to get Neil Krug's look in 3 steps kind of a video. There's enough of those out there, and they really aren't that accurate from what I've seen. But I suppose I kind of want to talk about why he works so well as a photographer in the modern age. And who knows, maybe that can give you some inspiration for your work too. So, why have musical artists been trusting him the past 10 or so years? So first off, he knows how to experiment, especially when it comes to color and subject matter and knowing how to present it in just a very interesting way. A bit earlier in his career and here and there now, he does this really interesting painterly technique where it almost looks like he takes a black and white Polaroid and then paints under it in Photoshop, giving it a very beautiful, almost Technicolor look to them. And it just instantly sticks out among his contemporaries. You can definitely tell that he is influenced by 1960s counterculture. Think the Beatles and all of the music coming out from San Francisco. When I look at old 1960s gig posters from different psychedelic bands, the gradients and colors just remind me so much of Neil's work. Plus, he's clearly a big fan of psychedelic music when you check out his DJ sets on NTS. Highly recommend. What also makes him stick out among the crowd is the fact that he just loves to push color, and he also isn't afraid to make natural settings look otherworldly, really challenging the audience, but also kind of inviting them to fictionalized worlds. Number 2, he's not afraid to work outside of the medium that he's mostly known for, which is Polaroids. With some of the work that he's done with Bonobo, I know that he's done a bit of drone photography, specifically with the album Migration. Plus his campaign that he did with Boards of Canada for Tomorrow's Harvest. Gorgeous stuff. You can tell that he is probably using a mixture of, it looks like Super 8 or 16mm for some of the videos. And also it looks to be drone videography as well. And lastly, Neil clearly knows what types of technology complement the artist and what kind of story they're trying to convey. When you look at the work that he has done with Tame Impala for the Slow Rush, it's very clean, which mimics the slightly more mainstream sound of the record, versus when you look at old pictures that he took of Tame Impala, which certainly enhances the more ornate psychedelic work of the band at the time. With the most recent Weyes Blood record too, it seems like he avoided using Polaroids for the most part, and it looks like maybe some type of film photography, but he's just able to create this really beautiful, pretty polished look, but faded enough that it reminds you of 1990s high-end fashion photos, or some of the pictures of Enya as well too. Clearly showing that he is just very well-versed in working with photos, but also working with his subjects as well. Honestly, I would recommend just checking out some of his work on his Instagram. He is just so talented and a constant inspiration to me as someone who just works with visuals all the time. Either way, that's it for today. If you guys want to like and subscribe, that really helps out the channel, and I'll see you next time. Bye.